is a really good little website, and it is called PHEET. I'm not sure what that stands for, but it's the University of Colorado, and with that you can download a circuit simulator. So let's simulate some circuits. So I've got a bulb here. I'm going to turn those values off, and I'm going to get a wire. You can just quickly put some wires in. Nice and simple, easier than in a lab. I can pop that in there. I can pop a battery in, and you are aware it should light. Oh, I've blown it up. Oh dear. Right. Oh, I see. I've not connected that up properly. Right. So let's take that out. Let's get. Oh, can't get rid of it. Right. Gone. Right. Let's sort this wire out. That wire needs to be attached to that. On there. So let's put a wire in, attach the right bit, like that. Let's stick a battery in, pop it in, thank you. Lights up. Notice the electrons are flowing around the circuit, and they are going from the negative end to the positive. Right, let's see what would happen if we put some more batteries in. Let's take that out. Let's stick another battery in. Let's put one there. Oh, I'd say that's brighter. Oh, let's pop another one in. Let's just drop that one in there. What's going to happen? Oh, definitely getting brighter. Let's get another battery. Let's whack it in there, turn it around so they're all facing the same way. Lots of batteries there. Yeah, definitely getting brighter. So the more batteries you have, the brighter it gets. No surprise there. And notice all these are pointing the same way. The batteries, same way. Look like Duracell batteries. Other batteries are available, but always the current is going from the negative end to the positive end, and it flows round, goes bright. What would happen though if we stuck some more bulbs in? Let's stick some bulbs in. Right, let's go get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. So let's just try 3 batteries, see how powerful it is there. Right, I'm going to stick another light bulb in. Now, make sure I don't blow the whole thing up again. Or connect. Oh, yeah. So there's 2 of them. They're both lit, but they're not as bright as before, as we can see. Now, this sort of circuit is called a series circuit, where there is just one way to go round. And when they've got one way to go round, it's a series circuit, and there's only one way. As you can see, all the electrons are flowing through each bulb and going around and back to the beginning. And can you see there's the same number of electrons everywhere, going past every second, a sort of 1 a second going past. That's a series circuit. We can look at that as a circuit diagram. It would sort of look like that. We can take the current off, and what we see, these symbols here are batteries, and those symbols there are bulbs. You sometimes see them with sort of X instead, but that's roughly what they look like. Right, so let's put the current back on. Let's make it look more friendly, so it looks like that. I'd like to show you a different circuit though, and the different sort of circuit I would like to show you is called a parallel circuit. Right, so there is a series circuit. It's 2 batteries and 1 bulb. I want to turn it into a parallel circuit. Quickly, I'm just going to show you the current again. It's doing that thing. Let's make it parallel. And parallel means there's 2 ways for the electricity to go. So I'm going to drop one here and drop it in there. And I'm making it sort of look all square and sort of boxy, just because that's how things draw. Now we can see 2 bulbs there. Now the weird thing is, they're just as bright as the original bulb. By adding an extra one in there, they haven't got any dimmer. They are just the same. If we show the current, can we see there's lots of electrons going past here, and then they split up. Half of them go one way, and half of them go the other. One, 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 one. They keep going there. And then they join together again. So they've both got equal amounts of electricity, and they're both equally bright. Okay, what would happen then if we added a third one in? Let's just add a third one here. And what will happen? Will it be brighter or dimmer or... Well, it's not changed. When they're in parallel, it doesn't seem to change. It doesn't seem to change the brightness at all, which is surprising, I'd say. Right, I'm going to try a few things. I'm going to get rid of this to start with. I'm going to get rid, and I'm going to put a switch in. I'm going to pop a switch there. Right, so at the moment it's not turned on. Let's turn it on. Oh! Now, yeah, it's not changing the brightness of the others at all. They're staying just the same. And when I have to turn this switch here, that switch just turns the one of them on and off. It doesn't affect the other two. So what would happen if I put a switch here? Well, you can probably imagine. If I put a switch here, it's just going to affect that one there. It should affect just that one. Yeah, it only affects that one. It's not changing the brightness of the other two at all. Now what would happen if I put one here? Now that's after the electrons. Oh, close that one. After the electrons, if I pop one there, I mean, I'm guessing that that isn't going to have any effect on the bulb at all, because it comes straight after the bulbs. It probably drops off all their energy, so it's not going to... Right, let's see. Will it... Oh, isn't that weird? Even though it comes after, even though it's after the bulb, it doesn't have any effect. It turns that... Oh, that's a bit surprising. I've got to say I'm surprised by that, but that's the way it goes. Let's put one here. If I put a switch just there, and dropped it there, right, what happens? Oh, now that one does affect all three, because the current has to go through that switch to get to all three of them. Interesting. What would happen if I put it over here? What if I got a switch and I popped it there? Let's have a look. Now that's after all the bulbs, so I'm thinking it will have an effect, because the one down here did have an effect. So what will happen? Right. Well, at the moment they're all off, so it seems to be affecting them. Oh. Yeah, it does. So this is what we call a parallel circuit. It's got three different ways it can go. And in parallel circuits, all three bulbs operate separately and individually. And they don't affect each other at all. The brightness doesn't affect each other. And switches can turn one off and another off. Well, that's got to be shut. And then that one can be turned on and off. And that one can be turned... This is how your house is wired up. Your house is wired up like this. One switch can turn anything on and off.